Understanding tariffs. Their purpose and function in economics. Tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods and services. Governments impose these taxes to make foreign products more expensive. This is a common tool in trade policy used worldwide. One main reason for tariffs is protectionism, to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. Tariffs make imports less attractive, helping local businesses sell more and support jobs. They also generate revenue for the government. Another purpose is to restrict trade by raising prices, sometimes used in negotiations. However, tariffs can lead to higher prices for consumers and businesses. A major risk is a trade war, where other countries retaliate with their own tariffs, harming everyone involved. The Trump administration's approach: implementing key tariffs. President Donald Trump aimed to reduce the U.S. trade deficit, believing it was unfair to America. His goal was to protect American jobs and support U.S. industries. Tariffs were central to his strategy, marking a shift in U.S. trade policy. In 2018, the Trump administration imposed tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, citing national security. This decision was controversial, drawing both support and criticism. China became a primary focus, with tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. The administration accused China of unfair practices, including intellectual property theft. These tariffs aimed to pressure China to change these practices, leading to a significant trade dispute. There were also threats of tariffs against the European Union, creating uncertainty in global markets. Economic ripples. The impact of tariffs on the U.S. economy. The U.S. economy felt the effects of these tariffs, with recent data showing some challenges. As of May 2025, the economy contracted slightly, indicating a slowdown in economic activity. The Commerce Department reported a decline in GDP for the first quarter of 2025. Tariffs contributed to increased costs, making imported goods more expensive. These higher costs were often passed on to American consumers. Businesses faced increased production costs, especially those relying on imported parts or raw materials. Some businesses rushed to stock up on imports before tariffs took full effect, causing temporary surges in import volumes. Other countries responded with retaliatory tariffs, harming American exports. The agriculture sector was hit hard, with farmers seeing markets for their products shrink. Manufacturing industries also faced challenges, with exporting becoming more difficult and costly. Consumer confidence took a hit, and the Federal Reserve remained cautious, holding off on interest rate cuts. Section 4. China's response: strategies for economic diversification amidst trade tensions. China actively worked to diversify its economy in response to U.S. tariffs. The goal was to reduce reliance on the U.S. market and build economic resilience. China focused on expanding trade partnerships with countries in Asia, Europe, and Africa. New trade agreements helped open up new markets and strengthen existing relationships. The Belt and Road Initiative played a big role, involving massive infrastructure investments to improve global trade routes. China also invested heavily in domestic capabilities, pushing for technological innovation. The government encouraged domestic consumption to create a larger internal market. These strategies helped China mitigate tariff impacts and bolster long-term strength in the global economy. Section 5. Global trade dynamics. Broader implications of tariff policies. Tariff policies have far-reaching consequences, influencing consumer prices, business costs, and international trade relations. While intended to protect domestic industries, tariffs can lead to economic slowdowns and higher costs for consumers. Retaliatory measures from other countries can escalate into trade disputes, harming global economic stability. Global supply chains are also affected, with businesses needing to find new suppliers or relocate production facilities. This creates uncertainty and inefficiencies, making the global system less predictable. In conclusion, tariffs are a delicate instrument requiring careful navigation. Governments must balance short-term protectionist goals with long-term economic health. International cooperation is crucial for sustainable growth and stable international economic relations, benefiting all nations.